everybody, it's Patrick. We are here again with a 3-ingredient recipe. Today I am going to go over a recipe that I thought up when we went to the fair the other week. They had candied maple bacon on a stick.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, hi, Blooper.
Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
So let me get this straight. You make a big deal when I chase and eat cats.
Well, right, we don't eat cats here.
Yeah, but it's all right to fry up the little pig boy?
Well, I mean, it's not Rupert.
Okay.
No, it's a...
Like, what's next on your menu? Is it Blue Monster chili or something like that?
I wonder if I could make Blue Monster chili with
that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you're saying you won't eat bacon on a stick if I make it?
I didn't say that. I just was pointing out your hypocritical nature, that's all.
All right. So me, Blooper, my hypocritical nature, and you will be making 3-ingredient maple bacon on a stick.
It's candy.
So our 3 ingredients start off with, you want to guess?
I'm going to guess bacon is probably one of them.
Bacon, yes, definitely. You're going to want to get thick cut bacon because if we put it on a stick, if you put thin cut bacon, it's not going to stay really well. And also, you really want this to the fat to render, which takes a little bit of time in the oven. And you just want something that's really hearty if you're going to put it on a stick. So thick cut bacon. So if this is candied maple bacon, what else would it be on that?
Well, I think it would be
Maple syrup. Make sure that you don't get pancake syrup. You are going to be using pure maple syrup. I like the dark amber or any kind of dark syrup. It's just a little bit stronger of a flavor, but you can get any type you want as long as it's pure maple syrup. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of that.
What happens if you use the maple syrup? The pancake syrup, I mean.
It just doesn't taste as well because that's not actually comes from maple. It's just maple flavored. Maple flavored. So pure Vermont or wherever, maple syrup, dark amber, about 2 tablespoons full. And your 3rd ingredient can be any sort of spice that you want to put on top of it. I prefer black pepper. Sorry about that. If you're going to use black pepper, go with a coarse ground black pepper. You can also use sea salt, but your bacon may be a little bit salty anyway. You can go for a little bit of red pepper flakes or whatever you want on top of that. That spice, black pepper works really nicely though. And this isn't an ingredient, but of course you will need this to put your bacon on a stick, is some skewers. I'm using these bamboo skewers that you usually use for shish kebab, but you can use any other type of skewer that you have. If you have a metal skewer, that's fine. If you're going to use a wooden skewer like this, put it in a glass of water for about 15 minutes, well, just while your oven is heating up. This will allow it to get through the heat of the oven without burning. Probably shouldn't, but sometimes it can catch a little bit, so this just will avoid that. So that's your 3 ingredients.
Are you sure the sticks aren't an ingredient? I mean, technically, if it's part of the end of the recipe, it should be an ingredient, and therefore it's 4.
All right, well, do you want to try them and see how they taste?
Sure. Why not? Nutty and woody there.
All right, so if you are a Blue Monster, you may consider the skewers an ingredient. Use that to spice up your bacon. Otherwise, our 3 ingredients are thick cut bacon, maple syrup, and black pepper.
I know I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but it is yummy.
To start off, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. While you're prepping the bacon, you can do that, and then your oven should be nice and hot before you put the bacon in. Take a baking sheet. I would say that if you're not going to lie in it, make sure that you have a ratty baking sheet that you don't want to cook cookies on again. This is a baking sheet that I use for meats and such. And place a rack over the top. This is going to help your bacon cook more evenly. And you will also catch the drippings down below. Next, you're just going to skewer the bacon. It can be a little bit difficult even if you are working with the thick cut bacon. Like I said, the thicker the cut, the better it will work out for you. But you're just going to weave this in and out of your strips of bacon. It does look a little bit gross and terrifying, but it will wind up crisping up and staying right onto the skewer. And then just add that as flat as you can onto your baking sheet. Once you have your bacon all laid out on the skewers, like I said, it's going to be a little bit difficult to keep it on it while the bacon's uncooked, but as it cooks, it's going to firm up and it will really hold onto those skewers. You're not going to add your maple syrup or your black pepper just yet. What you want to do is throw this into the oven at 375 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until most of the fat is rendered off, and it's just starting to crisp up, and that's when you can brush the maple syrup over the top. After about 15 to 20 minutes, when the bacon is rendered but not completely crispy, you're going to then want to brush it with the maple syrup. Now you can use as little as or as much as you want on here. Just remember that you want it to candy. You don't want it to be dripping with the maple syrup because that's going to be hot and sticky. Remember that you should get both sides, so remember to turn each piece of bacon after you have brushed one side and get the other side as well. Once you've glazed both sides of your bacon, throw it back into your hot oven for another 5 minutes or until the bacon is completely crispy. You may want to re-baste this with the maple syrup one more time before it comes out of the oven. That's fine. Just as sweet as you want it, and then we'll take it out when it's all crisped up.
Hey, you yummy little morsel, come to Papa.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just go away.
So, when you've gotten these out of the oven, they will take a few more minutes to crisp up. You can keep them right on the rack here, or you can put them onto paper towels to continue drying out and to get the rest of the grease off of them. I'm now going to hit them with the black pepper. It will stick onto the maple syrup, and it's going to give a little bit of spice to counteract the sweetness of the maple. As you can see, I have transferred these to paper towels so that they can dry out a little bit more. But the bacon has crisped up fairly well. It still looks a bit shiny, but that's because of the maple syrup, not because of any residual fat. Most of the fat, as you can see, has pretty much rendered down or rendered off. So what do you think?
Kind of sweet.
It is. It's kind of sweet. It definitely is savory.
Doesn't taste like the pig boy at all.
It doesn't taste like a big boy at all. And
Well, maybe
it's...
a little.
Well, we won't tell Rupert. And it does taste like something that you might get at the fair. We are here with 3-ingredient recipes every Thursday.
Well, I'm not necessarily here every week.
No,
Sometimes it's the pig. And
sometimes it's the pig, sometimes the mouse.
But somebody else will come in next week.
Yeah, we might have other guest stars to help us cook. But every Thursday we will be here with a 3-ingredient recipe. On Tuesdays, I talk about men's long hair, and then on the weekends, George is back to talk about being good to yourself. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, share it with your friends. It really means a lot.
Shout it from the rooftops.
Absolutely, shout it from the rooftops.
At the top of your lungs.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
There we go. You can do that. But also remember to subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what else you'd like to see in 3-ingredient recipes.
Cat.
Other than cat.
2 cats.
Thanks for watching. So what do you think?
Sweet.
Can we do that a little faster?
Sorry.